Alright, hey, what's going on with y'all? This is Jayville, CEO of INC Tutoring, back at you, man. About to show y'all another problem completing the square, but it's like part 2. Y'all know I'm crunk about mathematics, so I just get super happy when I do what I do. It's fun. This particular example is going to be a completing the square example, but I'm going to show you a little bit of a different style kind of method than what we did before in the previous video. So let's look at this problem real quick. You got x squared plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. Alright, I'm left-handed, so hopefully you should be able to see this in the video. Alright, so you have x squared here plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. Now, the first thing you want to do is actually get the constant term over here. This is a constant, don't forget. Every number in front of that variable is called a coefficient, and the 20 right here is a constant. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 20 to both sides, alright? Not one, but both of them guys. So we're going to go ahead and add it to both sides there, and then we're going to cancel out the two 20s right there. What we have left is x squared plus 8x, and I call this, well, I'm not going to do the plus blank quite yet, but x squared plus 8x equals 20 over here. Now, at this point, you might be like, okay, well, Jay, what's good? I don't know exactly what's going on right here. Okay, cool. No big deal. All we got to do now is set it up like this. I call this the blank and blank step, all right? You may not know what blank and blank is up front, but you're going to see it right now, all right? Trust me. Here we go. So it's x squared plus 8x plus blank equals 20 plus blank, because what you do to one side, you do to the other side, right? So as I move along, in order to complete the square, I got to divide the middle term by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay? 8 divided by 2 is 4, and then we're going to square that. So 4 squared is going to be 16. So we're going to write 16 here shortly in a minute. I want to be able to kind of zoom in a little bit, so let me do that so you might be able to see it a little bit better on the focus. Alright, so 16 on both sides. 16 goes here, and 16 goes right here. Now, when we do this, we're going to have x squared plus 4x plus 16. Okay, or actually x squared plus 8x plus 16, excuse me. Alright, we divide by 2 and square to get this term right here. So 8 over 2 equals 4. 4 squared equals 16. That's how we get that term right there. Alright, now you get 20 plus 16 is 36. So at this point, you're going to find out, okay, well, what happens now? Well, at this point, what we're going to do is factor this into a perfect square binomial. So the square root of 16 is 4. So we go x plus 4 squared equals 36. Alright, that's the next step. At this point, we're going to get rid of the square. How do we get rid of a square? Well, got to take the square root, right? So we're going to square root both sides, not just one. And we cancel that guy out, the square and the square root. And what we're left with is x plus 4 equals positive or negative 6. Now you say, okay, Jay, I got that. It's all good, but I got to solve for x. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 4 from both sides. But why do I subtract? Well, I have a plus sign right here. So in order to get rid of the plus sign, I got to subtract. So we're going to isolate x, subtract 4 from both sides, and we get x equals 6 minus 4, and negative 6 minus 4 gives us our two solutions that cross the x-axis. When you graph this on a plane, on a coordinate plane, it crosses the x-axis in two different areas. One of them will be at x equals 2. The other one will be at x equals negative 10. These are our solutions, 2 and negative 10, and those are the areas that cross the x-axis. Alright? That's how you complete the square. We'll do another one here shortly. As I said before, I'm kind of testing out some videos to kind of look at some things real quick. But other than that, it was good seeing you. Well, good talking to you. And we'll do some more videos, alright? Holla.